Before he became a legend, Paul Revere was a skilled silversmith in bustling Boston. He crafted beautiful silver items, spoons, bowls, teapots, earning respect as a hardworking artisan and family man. But Boston was changing. Colonists were angry about British taxes and laws made across the ocean. Revere believed people should govern themselves, and this idea spread through the city. He joined the Sons of Liberty, a secret group fighting for colonial rights. Revere became their key messenger, traveling freely and carrying secret news. His work connected leaders and kept the rebellion alive. Paul Revere was more than a man on a horse. He was a craftsman, a neighbor, and a patriot. His life shows how ordinary people can shape extraordinary events. He used his skills and courage to serve a cause he believed in. Revere's famous ride was the result of years of dedication to freedom. He was a vital part of a growing movement for independence. His story reminds us that history is made by everyday people. Paul Revere's journey began long before his midnight ride. He helped turn the dream of liberty into a reality. On April 18, 1775, British soldiers prepared to march on Concord to seize colonial weapons and capture patriot leaders. The Sons of Liberty learned of the plan and needed to warn the countryside. Paul Revere was chosen for the mission, but he wasn't alone. The famous cry, "The British are coming," isn't quite true. Most colonists still saw themselves as British. Revere's real warning was, "The regulars are coming out." The plan began with 2 lanterns in the Old North Church, signaling the British were coming by sea. Revere rode past a British warship, then mounted his horse, Brown Beauty. William Dawes took a different route by land, ensuring the message would get through. Their goal: alert as many patriots as possible. The midnight ride was a coordinated effort, not a solo act. Multiple riders, multiple routes, one urgent message. The fate of the revolution depended on teamwork. Revere's ride was just one part of a larger plan. Revere's ride was part of a vast network, carefully organized by the Sons of Liberty. Riders and watchmen were stationed in towns across Massachusetts, ready to spread the alarm. Revere and Dawes lit the first spark, but the warning spread from town to town like wildfire. Each person who heard the message passed it on, waking Minutemen and local leaders. In Lexington, Revere and Dawes met Dr. Samuel Prescott, who joined their mission. Now 3 riders carried the warning deeper into the countryside. The system was designed so if one rider was stopped, others would continue. This teamwork ensured the message reached Concord. The network relied on trust, planning, and courage. It wasn't just about bravery, it was about strategy. Ordinary people became crucial links in the chain of revolution. Together they prepared the colonies for the coming fight. As Revere, Dawes, and Prescott rode toward Concord, they ran into a British patrol. Revere was captured and questioned, but cleverly warned the British that the countryside was already alarmed. Dawes escaped into the night, though he lost his horse. Prescott, knowing the area, jumped a wall and rode on to Concord. The British held Revere briefly, then released him when they heard gunfire in Lexington. Revere returned on foot to find the first shots of the revolution had been fired. The warning had reached Concord, thanks to Prescott. The colonists moved their weapons and prepared to fight. At Concord's North Bridge, Minutemen stood ready. The British were forced to retreat, harried by colonists all the way back to Boston. The midnight ride had worked. The Patriots gained precious time to prepare. The revolution had begun with the shot heard around the world. Ordinary riders had changed the course of history. After his ride, Paul Revere continued to serve the revolution, designing money and making cannons. He later became a successful businessman, pioneering copper manufacturing. For years, Revere was remembered as a patriot, but not a legend. In 1861, Longfellow's poem Paul Revere's Ride made him a national hero. The poem simplified the story, focusing on Revere alone and leaving out Dawes, Prescott, and the network. The real story is about teamwork and community. The myth gives us a symbol of courage and patriotism. Both versions inspire us, one with a lone hero, the other with many working together. History is made by ordinary people who act with courage. Paul Revere's true legacy is the power of individuals to shape events. His story reminds us that anyone can make a difference. The Midnight Ride is a lesson in bravery, teamwork, and the spirit of freedom. We all have the power to help shape history.